Hey guys, Rewind here again. It's been a little bit since I made a video. Um, I've been stockpiling my shards up, waiting for the update that's supposed to be coming out within, I don't know, it says the middle of the month, but I heard that it could be earlier, so really it could be any day. So I'm trying to save those up. I heard that there's going to be a new fusion recipe and possibly some new champions. So that's kind of the reason why I want to save up my shards in case there's a new champion that is required in the new fusion. So what I'm going to do today is just kind of share some tips and tricks, those things that I know about, things that could hopefully help everybody along the way. Um, as you can see, what I'm doing right now is I buy all 2-star champions from the market. Um, I think that's, unless you can somehow afford to constantly buy shards and level those up. Um, Buying 2-star champions is the best way to make sure that you have enough food to make your 6 stars. I actually don't have any leveled up right now, but you can see I've got a whole bunch of 2 stars. They go really fast, especially if you have the raid pass and also using XP booster. Um, yeah, they're usually all around, a little less than 50k. So silver is usually, really easy to get. So I would recommend doing that, unless you somehow have been stockpiling green shards, but I kind of doubt that because of the summon events that always go on. But anyways, that's a good way to get some extra food. Um, let's see. When leveling up your fodder or your food, whatever term you like to use, um, some people in my clan claim that. Which I guess is true that stage 6 gives the most experience. The boss stages don't give shit for experience, so don't level up your fodder or your food on the boss stages. They don't give junk. But the difference between let me just go through them quick here a little bit. The difference between the stages, from 1 to 6, the amount of experience is actually pretty small. Um, we'll just go through this quick and just show you the difference between 6 and 1. And then also 3, because I'm getting to my point here. Um, I always farm 12-3. It's the shield stage, because shields actually sell for the most amount of silver. So let's just see here. We got 10,560. And this boot sells, 4-star boot sells for 8,100. Okay, so 10,500 and 8,000. Okay, stage 3. Hopefully my things don't level up right away, so I don't have to run it more than once. Once, yeah, if you have Queen Ava, you can see that she just rocks in campaign. 10,380, so about 180 less experience. We got a 3-star there. I'm just gonna run 3 again. Hopefully, I can get a 4-star to show you the difference on that. I mean, it's not like a great deal difference, um, more, but I would. I guess I would rather sacrifice a little experience for a little bit more silver. Hopefully, see here. There we go, 4-star. So yeah, let's see what the boot sold for 8,100. This is 9,000. But if you get a 5-star, I think those sell for 20,000, And if you get a 5-star, a green 5-star, I believe those sell for 25,000. Um, so that's the reason why I farm there. So if you're farming silver, do 12.3. If you want more experience, do 12.6. Um, the level of experience is only 180, like I said. Let's see what 12.1 does, just because we're here. Yeah, if you guys are lucky enough to summon Queen Ava, holy shit, level her up, because she is the fastest campaign farmer I think that there is. 3-star, 5,200. Oh, I forgot to look at the experience. And it's going to level up again. Let's run it one more time. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess I can kind of point this out. I think I mentioned this before in a couple of my other videos. It's actually a little bit harder to see on here. Maybe I'll have to do an arena one. 10,300, I think that's it. So, I forgot what the other ones were, but anyways, you can see what that is. Okay, what I was getting to is the lines in the HP bars. Let's fight. That'll be a long one. Oh, let's see. That guy should have a lot of. Is he attack? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This should work. What I'm leading up to here is the lines in the HP bars. You can see right here, Sir Nick. He's got a whole bunch of lines in his health bar there. So that usually means that he's got a crap load of hit points. Now you can see, I forgot what his name is here, but the guy to the left with the Wicked Scythe, he doesn't have as many lines, so he's got less HP. It's just, you know, a good little factoid to know. So if you're, you know, in a really close battle, you can see who to attack, who you might have a better chance at taking out, and stuff like that. But let's get rid of his stun here. This team that I'm using now is also on my defense. For the last month or so, or however long it's been since I got Ignatius. Since I got him built, I've had him on my arena team. He's just been doing awesome. But last couple of days, it seems like my team's been failing just a little bit more. But it's not surprising because I haven't touched my team since I got him built. So you know, even if it's only been a month, that's pretty good. It's lasted quite a while for not having to do anything. And it was like, for a long time, I was like 100%. Like nobody could touch me. I would just load up a battle, just hit auto, and go to town here. Let's see. Let's see if we can take him out. No, of course not. There we go. Let's try and take out this little chump. No, you leave him alone. Live. He's my damage doer. No. Ooh, that was close. Oh, crap. There. Let's see. Alright, well, what I have next on my list, which I can talk about. Let's see. Shields, still for more. I'm sure I've mentioned this as well, and I'm sure most everybody knows this, is that you should save at least one of each champion, rare or higher, um, not only for fusion recipes, but also for future balance patches is what we'll call them. Is that, you know, each champion might get buffed or they might get nerfed as well, but I've played other games where, you know, eventually down the road where they gave some 3-star champions such amazing buffs that everybody wanted them. They just became really, really awesome and super useful. But so I mean, there's two major reasons why you should try and save at least one of each champion. For 3 stars, I usually only save one of each, but for epics and higher, I try to save 2 if I can, because one, I'll probably want to build one, you know, at some point, and 2, same thing. It might become a fusion food, and you know, it might get a buff or a nerf at some point. But since, you know, they're epics, they're harder to get. If it's a fusion food, you know, a lot of times there's at least one champion that you can only get by summoning. So if that happens, and you already have one built, well, you're not going to want to, you know, get rid of that one. So it's just the smartest thing to do is to just, you know, try and save at least one so that you don't run into that situation. I have in the past, and it sucks because you can miss out on a really good champion. Another real common, simple thing here that the game explains, although a lot of people just, you know, blow right through it like I did, is the XP brews. If you're using these up here to level up a champion, I'll go to red. The same color or the same affinity or element, whatever you want to call it, the same one gives more experience than the other ones. So if I put a blue in there, it's 12,500. If I put a force, a red one, it's 18,750. Simple enough, simple enough. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. Another thing that I've ran into is questions about sorry about that. Is questions about the reflex set. The reflex set is a set that has a chance at lowering your cooldowns. Yeah, 30% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown. What that means is that every time you're at the beginning of your turn, there's a 30% chance that you can drop, you know, the cooldown by 1 turn. So what sucks is that it's random, but it can really become useful if you're in a battle like clan boss and you only use, you know, one skill. Like for this one, for instance, Eleanarl, I never use her combust skill because it's useless to me right now because I don't use enough poisons to fill up or to get to the limit of debuffs on the boss. So the only one I use that has a cooldown is Smolder. So if I put Reflex on there, you know, instead of 4 turns, it could only take 3 turns. But the question that we ran into recently is if the reflex set still procs if you are stunned or frozen or asleep or whatever. And it does still proc if you are stunned or frozen or asleep. It doesn't mean it's going to work. It's still a 30% chance, but it does still have the effect if you're frozen or stunned or whatever. What else? Oh, here's another interesting little factoid, which some of you probably already ran into at some point. If you are upgrading your artifacts, and I'm not going to do this because I don't want to waste all my silver right now, but if you run out of silver and you try upgrading one more time, you know, there's a pop-up saying, oh, would you like to buy some more or whatever. Once you exit your screens, you should, once a day, get an offer for $10 USD that will give you, I think, 250 gems and 1 mil silver. So if you are in a hurry to get an artifact leveled up and you run out, just try upgrading that one more time, and you should get an offer. Okay, the last little factoid that I have is for your clan. We started out at, I don't know, 130 when I joined or something like this. But there's one that nobody can do right now. You know, sell strong artifacts, 6-star artifacts. Hopefully those get released in this upcoming patch. But there's one in here, upgrade skills. What you can do to get some more points in this is, obviously, you know, it's going to be really hard to get all the tomes that you need. But a little trick that you can do is summon a whole bunch of 1-stars. And hopefully I got at least... Alright, there we go. I do have a duplicate. Is you can use your 1-stars to skill up your other 1-stars. And that will help you with your clan rank. Right here. So there we go. Upgrade the skill. And your 1-stars are useless anyways, so you might as well put them to some good use. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting little factoid there that my clan has just recently started doing. So yeah, if you care about your clan rank right now, which right now there's no benefit or bonus or whatever for it, for you know, getting a better rank, but I imagine hopefully soon there will be, and yeah, you can hopefully gain a couple ranks that way. Let's see, I think that's all I got. So, alright, we will see you guys later. Hopefully something in this video was useful to you guys. I know a lot of it was beginner elementary stuff, but hey, see you next time.